First you were saying how like you knew somebody who did like a whole bunch of drawings about spines, but it's like spines, you know. I mean, the true impact of what happens to you after a traumatic injury or a profound sort of surgery like that, how you feel like as a person when your body is fractured and altered and drilled into, and you know, it just, you know, it makes you feel fragmented, it makes you feel pointy. You feel a lot of pointiness. I mean, you know, when I say pointy, I mean like not organic, not soft or natural or, you know, brittle. And where should I start?
Whichever you like.
Well, yeah, it starts with it's crayon, actually, and it represents me like during like the healing phases during my surgeries. Like every time you have your spine fused, you're pretty much helpless, like in bed for like 3 or 4 months afterwards, and you go into sort of not only are you helpless, but you're in a drug-induced fog too, which I guess distracts you from the soul-crushing pain. And that's me basically recovering. I'm bundled up in there. But, you know, those eyes are actually, those are like evil eyes, like you know, like the kind that people wear to ward off evil spirits and bad luck. So I'm in this sort of like sharp, it looks like a tree, but they're actually like blades. The leaves are like, you know, slicing the tree on the outside, but I'm safe in there. And I'm just surrounded and waiting for the day. And about that.
No, I was just really interested in hearing you talk about them. And as you progressed, because it's not like you just repeated yourself. You used similar kinds of marks, but you composed them differently, and you got yourself into a particular language, a kind of visual language that was independent. It came from the experience, but it was kind of independent. Even the way, you know, when I said be more aggressive or whatever I said in the mark, and you just went right for it. You know, I hadn't seen people, you know, do that. The strongest one for me because it says everything that all of them are saying, you know, but just in you know, that it's the language is kind of cut free from the subject. What?
I get you.
So it's capable of traveling in different directions. You know, there are a host of art historical references that you could make, particularly to certain kinds of abstract painting, like. Did I tell you to look at Joan Mitchell? Probably wouldn't have thought of it until you did that one.
I just remember.
But Joan Mitchell was an abstract expressionist painter who did these very spiky gestural kinds of paintings. And, you know, she's held in reference by artists.
Is the mute still on that? Is it still? I muted the sound when I was. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure I caught what you were saying.